Honorable Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, MP for Ofuansi Ayirebi, has been speaking about the 24-hour economy bill passed and signed by the President of the Republic. And then, what did Chemu Bebre Abba said, yeah, NDC for Edenam Kwatikwan Biso Pese, almost switch Ghana for attention, the free cocoa price reduction, who now face Ukrano, Omupia, Omaisika, Duduana, Kosha 24-hour economy, moi, on shed them home for pɔtee bi a ɛde bɛbrɛ Ghana this year. Na wakyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm bebree mu ama Chairman General Kwame Sefakan nso so ɛde nsɛm no bi apii so a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa a abusua mɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛgye berɛ na yɛakɔ akɔtie 24-hour economy ɛho nkɔmmɔ a Honorable Kojo Oppong Nkrumah wabɔ no na yɛn nso so yɛakyerɛkyerɛ yɛadwene ɛde afa ho.
Yɛbɛkae a yɛkɔto aba no na nneɛma mmienu di akɔtene wɔ nkɔmmɔdi no baako yɛ cost of living crisis kasɛm a wɔkyerɛ no aba na baako yɛ unemployment adwuma ne nni hɔ. Na at that time NDC promise sɛ ɔmba ɔmde 24-hour economy bɛba ɛma obi in fact adwuma ahodoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ no nkɔfoɔ anya kwan ayɛ no 3 times nti deɛ ɔmka ne sɛ adwuma baako no nkɔfoɔ mmiɛnsa ne bɛyɛ on 3 shifts nti obi bɛyɛ anɔpa ɔno sɔre a no bi abɛyɛ anwummere no bi so abɛyɛ ahomakye yɛto abama ɔmwieɛ no woba parliament a yɛgyina ɔm so a sɛ ɔmomfa 24-hour policy no ɛmmra parliament February we say no the policy document no aba parliament yenya kwan kra debate document no but December ni mo no de emra bae emra no ukofwe mu a ahombrase mu chairman emra no create 24-hour economy bia
ade
what the law does is that it creates a jumeku bia a friend of 24-hour economy authority okay or functions under section and functions no example and say or majumani or mobile say the 24-hour economy there be functions let's say or will be promoting exports or will be promoting small scale enterprises or will be promoting micro enterprises indeed and run by an and only they can catch up and say again more as a movie PRB say 24-hour economy authority bill na ya pass in the 24-hour economy no aba nisa but em na mo pass mu ni pepe say in create 24-hour economy. Number 2 one straight 3 shift na mo kan no eni mran ni be dia in fact you can of floor no so mo say bi kan na 133 na e bi 122 it's no problem 122 gram posu ni mran because it doesn't have anything to do with a 24-hour work cycle. Number 3, agencies are who are more campaign, more cars and more my Juma 24 hours. Bakuka Nimrani. In the year you prepare private members' motion, say, in the edition, say, the authority, the human is obey ensure, say, public and private sector pay Juma 24 hours, starting with the following agencies, any elite agencies, or more rejected on the floor. You know, because I make me afford it. You do from parliament amount.
Okay.
On the floor. And the Emmanuel Machino, I would assume the Kano Yawu ain't creating 24-hour to maybe our baby. However, 24-hour economy, so person here now person here night economy. In Nkrumah or my night economy, Obi any local creating authority. So authority na Ebabema 24 hours I do. Your way is almost focus on stimulating demand. Send a woman to Kaba, Nipabu to move to the Antonema. Now, to Adiana are for 4 1 day, and you'll be a big creature authority. Say, authority in the measurement yet, one casa demand the number more to me, Christy, I can't say, and you do apple. But the idea, no, not so focus on stimulating demand and the baby. Now, because all the idea say I said 24-hour economy authority, in the air bar. And no, dear, all that you know. Because one can only be patient run out there, but one has nothing to do with a 24-hour work cycle. Now, my member B5 no.
Yes.
B5 no. Then who from the managing director and say, oh, they are not waiting for the 24-hour economy. One more they almost started on my dear crowded. I didn't hear. It's as if that's still no more you man. When for the Nkrumah industry na demand for products in to me a year or juma. Can you say B5 no? And a year principal a year 1D1F no. And a movie or last plant no. Or more key incentives na year no. And a movie of last plant no. In fact, I brought here the next level of incentives. And want to me expanded. You know, for more objective on the floor of Parliament. And then one person will take credit, say, I'm going to do B5, Fabama B5 every 24 hours. But so say, report is not a core event, all the tips near the Bama. Or when the Nankasa, so they are not going to wait for a 24-hour economy. Or one Kasa, able to marry a Juma around the necessary website. And here they have somewhere I can maybe on the top and say, the abundance and Rana was a president assigned and necessary, T4 needing against will be Uncle Google running long time. We want a 24-hour economy. A dean that that's to say, or make critique authority. Authority never bed more, more Henry. Or one has a criminal said they work 24 hours. Apart from chief executive, auditors, and other young bear. Which functions now? The closest you get is a subsection K. I will say, who could have a incentives to be all year 24 hours. Authority never prescribe those incentives. Meanwhile, those incentives, no, Trade Ministry and Finance Ministry, that our brand increase the authority there. And no, I catch on say the only dangle of money. We are not a big 24-hour economy, but we focus on stimulating demand there. Then, Nipanadia, also, you scout this far. We didn't cancel, we are also on the say on the 24 hours. Come on, John, come on.
Kojo, me to tsunami baby say stimulating demand. What can them pen 9? How do you stimulate demand? Because I buy and say yes, budget 2026 budget. You trust 110 million cedis to operationalize the 24-hour plus policy. I know President can on his speech. Is it not good enough?
If number one, Bombay raise normal spend there, and if you are making if they say you will be once in the grammar. If Bombay raise normal spend there, says can only be Mr. Guzitano and then in penny for say or more penny Juma. And Juma no soon channel, and you are only 24 hours. Stimulating demand American here, the Abraham Bank of no, they are Cotona there. Or Cotona there. Or only demand, no. And the demand supplier, no, a supply around the clock. Because all the other said 24 hours, no, we have to say, that's how we say. What the chef factory is an often producing. So they won't be financing. Let's just use a ridiculous example, say, who they are not financing the production, man. Or producing no be anymore, but unpacking with the warehouse and cash next week or producing because there's no demand. It is a 24-hour economy. The bay demand there. A demand no ne was a woman sika bank of Fogutum. Now, one to make demand. Who come on here? A quite fast to stimulate the demand back where a different credit system. It your boy, every architecture, no way to money is a open so called by the German only answer and they will see Kenya. So, 10 or 15% compare. In China, cannot with a credit card and on a Muslim Belgian card. Into one said the friend effective demand. Sen can you pay 100 pen and they will see which we are. Because of credit system, you know, most of the Nipa 1,000 is demanding. And when the demand supply and what you supply around the clock. And one of the ways of stimulating demand. Now, the election 2024, no, you're about me. And rolling out a program for introducing a strong credit system in Ghana. I remember demand a cost. You can put the 24 hours. Demand ever cost. Demand cost about the productivity any jobs. So we have a cost. I would say, Sunday money being as we are, we stimulate demand. Now, all kinds of ways cut once I would discuss operationalizing. And operationalization, a problem anymore. It has nothing to do with 24-hour economy. In fact, and you know, our budget will say, and our manifesto will say, when you are here, the mobile channel light bills. It's a mobile promise to light bills by about 24%. At the beginning of 2025, ABC now, you know, you have to light bill about 25%. And On one now say ube boa mo produce crampo no. The cost of production cost. It is the kind of we try to on then or the that is assuming process no credit ube reduce the cano, we make this cano available because there are several examples are Omodo Manu Becca cano but gold board on cast on the mom $276 million dollars at the Aquaco starting operations. Mom one city crowd and I'm called 5 cow Bank of Ghana and no one them that one yen can be which we have several other agencies on the Manu boss to say on the mom Sika say feed Ghana so the mom Sika very actually was scanning coin. It is a process as Sika way or okay on the raising na woman at this base here. And no a supply side never and demand side because your real problem or demand side. The can go to woman factory is much in power planner or producing your money before Bontina. Be any better. Teacher man come on and nobody will parliament.
The MPP Mabunu so say or more HL. The person may be assembly Sinyako Gun and a chairman general, but your Mako Kuku processing company order.
Yes, let me see CPC call her.
CPC. Chairman Mesro. And I'm ready to be a driver of the alcohol.
CPC?
Yes.
Okay.
But say, Yatiti cocoa prices no so now. NDC for Castle, the value addition, ever banner that I don't know who did you know. I said to myself, say, Omon Tikuko system, Nasi.
Are they?
So, Muni be a qua and Omon find the because already, cocoa processing company, the value. But you know their problem. Omon is coming to the beans, no.
But I know now all kind of.
I buy ato beans. Yeah, export to cocoa by Yankasi ato beans. Yeah, they come my one. I produce one. What is their problem?
Sabine was a scanner.
Yes.
Sabine was a scanner.
And patch a quick one. You say President Mahama then candidate. And I promise you cocoa farmers borehole.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Neither do I. In terms of share video number.
If it is farmers boreholes in their year, that's fine. But not necessarily just cocoa farmers.
Chairman.
Okay.
So CPC on.
Yes.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah build silos. Me ya jumo cocoa board painting. At the point me kai say me national service for Kaboom. ASA the cocoa consumption campaign ba. One doctor cocoa clinic, Dr. Ampofo, on a research into who consume cocoa, the health benefits. And Chairman, a best surprise of Myanmar cocoa na yedino.
That's true.
Because the amount minister was for region one say cocoa you 50 ton here in the 50s 40s na coin. Say papa, and come no ba jaito.
Yeah.
And the fact you more ton I didn't say I didn't be room. So let's also institute some cocoa consumption campaign. Yeah, we Greater Accra region. Yeah, say 1 week. Chairman, 1 week.
Are they?
They couldn't meet the demand.
That is true.
Buying.
That is true.
Yes.
President Kufuor even did that. Valentine Day, everybody chocolate day. President Kufuor, yes. A friend is friends from office here.
Yeah.
Line and they Google chocolate day. They couldn't.
Me as well make a practical example and verifiable. Me need the cocoa consumption campaign cocoa board. Me name national service for.
I see.
Yes, here 1 week, which is 5 days. Yes, you know 1 week. Yes, because cocoa processing couldn't meet the demand.
True.
And it was not as if so only capacity no, but only beans.
Thank you.
And the way now pressure they call you here way see a call.
We are speaking the same language.
Yeah, kwako catch you so way na udi cocoa we na yama ni chichi you cry yeah there education. And demand need to me ma. We had to cut it. Yeah, say can call other regions cry yen to me. That's
true.
So omu capacity no but demand. O say abuy better.
Omu ntimi.
Abuy cocoa price no. Cocoa is international commodity o. This is a price no. Be a 1 cedi o abuchira. Our international marketer. We also turn 1 cedi so quota.
Yes.
Cocoa farmer need to short change, you know.
Yes.
Now, if you want to buy it, it's a good idea. We all are ready to. But me slow, and I'm making it. say we may not be able to purchase as many tonnage of cocoa processing for ebehia.
Okay.
Omo machines no, me say ko silos SCC ho. Ebe obebie wonu. And nana amwama hene.
Oba baby I tell not.
Me say cocoa consumption me ne ye. Ti bia ni a na me no. But therefore I want to say ye free ye beto 35% capacity. Ye free be mu ne de 48. Enti ye bon pa ye say NDC so abey. Ombetumi I raise said omaya say omobeye no. I support it. But my fear and I say I'm here that cheba betina. And I say about my false hopes. Na yentumi enye. They are involved with a cow. Yadi mo dadaw. Yadi mo cocoa beans yadi mo dadaw. Ana onu cocoa beans no kwa na yadi mo no. Enye the talk about cheni bi to mo dey no kwa at a rebate price. Because omo cocoa no you know mo dey you just una broken beans crab
na mo dey abinchi no.
Una broken beans crab utimi.
Oh, na abinchi start here.
Na me try say ne time
abinchi.
Oni abinchi.
Resiga.
Me so oni abinchi pa.
That's how abinchi dey start.
We dey abinchi sika.
Now, chairman.
Abinchi before pleasure.
Chairman Pacho. 24-hour economy. Me need this minority.
Charlie, say no question President Mahama promising boreholes to cocoa farmers. So.
I think it's for farmers.
No, cocoa farmers. And I'm sure that cocoa farmers.
Okay.
There are videos and stuff to then candidate.
Okay.
I say he promised to dig boreholes in cocoa farms, install storage tanks so the water can be sprinkled on cocoa trees in the dry season. I think it's on Google. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Say also at a point 2024 na union ministry for a desperate armor. Could do be our kind of promise it. And no idea what do be a win you. So Osha Chairman Batches more manifesto na 2024 manifesto.
Debbie.
Me quite you see the abridged version. Say the bear a young cabro footing TBA. Page 27. On what capture is a job creation initiatives. Number 1, the big power. 24-hour economy. And with your kind permission, Mamin kind. Or say this is a deliberate policy by John Dramani Mahama to encourage and support businesses and public organizations to operate 24/7 in 3 shifts. When you be near Kawachere, 3 shifts of 8 hours each to boost production, promote productivity, and generate well-paying jobs. The 24-hour economy aims to transform Ghana into an the 24-hour economy aims to transform Ghana into an import substitution and export-led economy. These were their words. It is a minority banner because the more you know, and yes, propaganda will be here. A more Muslim to the extent that a mantra, make 133, one job, 3 shifts, 3 people.
Yeah.
Now, Chama, I say, so we share when you are food. Now, shall say, you do ship house, you best say, I'm what did you? So, I can't do ship house, no mere cry, psychological, whatever.
Because some of them will do her.
Yes. It is a one share after ship house I'm no kono. Obey is one way cry. Now papa say we papa you are driver nam obu free Kumasi bank kai. Papa Gina Edidi kama. O ma driver na Edidi. Into omo ba na mudu highway no so no. Ana who so
be your MPP.
Papa no. NDC ni MPP ya. Just no be. Ana chama who so obi the Land Cruiser akwa shamnem. Ana ni am shen no say now where they know Dana no they car go show. I said driver no did not come no. So he said I say pack no video. I want we have back to ship. Every day this for you. No na mo catch say one job 3 shifts 3 people. Until the end chairman management hospital pay. At least me national service for Kumasi South Hospital. say near run a shifter. The enemy say be banopa. Maybe a bavia, maybe a night. And at all time, no, can you so machines so theatre or be a junior cosmeti. Obeka shift no be no be any no. Emma ye mubi. You critique that policy. Say, they are more cano or my woman. Your electricity cry stable. Already crown you would electricity. The body do. Even here you use of your crown adding. I'm a woman use industrial meters crown. I can once more complain here. How do you sustain such a policy? You see, it's a brilliant, good policy, but how to sustain it. Emma, General Mosquito, Emma be interview. Minim such a man station here. Or can't say they are going to incentivize Omo, Ebeye, 24-hour economy.
With cheaper electricity.
Thank you. We are Juma Najwa. Over to half price. Yes. So they knew what they were about. Yes. And they come once a man. And you're believing, and you're the bonus on a year. And some now Moka and Bosha, Mode share, and you just young cast and more bonnet. Church room, Namosomatic, church of you. And church was much church, Mamma, Ghana, by a jar, dear Kojo Cano. Kojo did a minority for Akano. Yamoka, any bill now actually say Aban authority 24-hour economy authority. Act now by the Babayo Jumani. So Osha me as a lawyer, Chama Mencho, who a company's actor.
Yeah.
Samuel Mario Mukanino. It creates room for Samuel Manu called GIPC Act. And also creative room. Free zones Act. And also creative room. In fact, GEP was a Ghana Export
Promotion Authority.
And what is so special about this act?
Consolidate all their efforts under one authority.
Okay, Yawaha, Bianta, Yabehu Yabesi.
A Omampany adding a such a kratasi. Say was signing into law. Inti Ababe a year bit with the Ayajuma. You should B5 for the year. Graphic and Kakaka and then graphical reporting. But moving from then, Uti Kojo Oppong Nkrumah so that Uti others almost say at the end brofu. Because if you don't stimulate demand, say Nipani Niho Ababeto Adia Shema. And I make a check could you say 2026 budget 110 million cedis at all say the authority no Ejuma. Also patches say the Bayajuma keke but the Ejuma Bain. 24-hour economy a slogan and I say a war quite be a nam so in a bit media said team to say enunye bibi sa ho una wa be mo
medase rakwan medase pa na
medase
ma address issue no very holistically, especially from the point na Kojo Oppong Nkrumah a free eba.
Yes.
Or say obi eni ho a omo aye your friend is saying 24-hour economy. Omo form authority.
Yeah.
You see, economic growth,
Yeah.
You see, I can say private sector is the engine of growth. And you don't need those stimulations when you are thinking of a 24-hour economy.
Okay.
The industrial revolution, our UK, it emerged into when they decided to do development industrialization,
yeah,
and we needed 24-hour economy by.
Okay.
Chinese revolution also started in the same way, but with years they stimulated their industrial growth by moving into Europe to copy what the Europeans were doing, came back to China by the aid of the government, started industrial revolution.
Okay.
For us in Ghana, your competition, it is not just in China.
Okay.
It is not just in Europe or America. So when we want to do something like this, the authority becomes key. Let me explain why the authority becomes key. One,
listen.
In Ghana, Nanti, say we call registrar general to go and register your company. Now, the level of frustration I will become. Apart from the queue, the system itself. Number 2, kase opese oye production. Ko FDA. Na ko kase ope approval any niyama. Now show the frustration that you go through. Ko Ghana and another thing that he mentioned on the friend say we must stimulate
demand.
The demand, you know. You see, that is when we are thinking only Ghana. But 24-hour economy is also championing export. How do I stimulate the demand of your friend is a Senegal economy, Zambian economy, or wherever we want to export to? How do we stimulate that? You can't stimulate that. When it comes to those stimulations, local stimulation, yes, you can do local stimulation, but we are looking beyond that. Eto subiu, Oko, a friend, Ghana Export Promotion Council Authority. Share the frustration that you will go through, and idea. And ope say oye agriculture, land the crowd be nyakra no, and wasem eye bebre. So, and then if you want incentives for those who want to be part of 24-hour economy, and also so ekura wasem. So this 24-hour economy authority we know, it is the authority. Any this organization samabo mudi nyina ne sa authority no will be under one umbrella, so that nobody who wants to invest in this 24-hour economy or be part of the 24-hour economy no ebe brese ne me ko we ho e chena me ko ha anase eyi. There are a lot of things that has already happened, and I will tell you some of these as we go forward. As I speak to you today, the 24-hour authority no, they have contacted 412 enterprises.
412.
Yes, enterprises. They've engaged them. And ready for the shift economy. Omaya ready say they want to be part of the shift economy. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah kaso say document na ankasa no. When who be bia ewo mu say 133, net say one job, 3 shifts,
3 people.
3 people. When who ewo mu ntino, he has a problem with that. Personally, I don't understand why he has a problem with that. Because you can say this shift system no, it is the means to an end. And then company bia esha ni program na say ni production asia. Enye say ube free fiti pekope na from day one. What start with 3 shift system.
And how long should we wait?
Some companies, and I said, let me give you an example of some people who have started 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Even before this policy was rolled out in Parliament and idea. Tema shippers under MPP na egu. Omo prepare partners.
Tema dehin.
Shippers authority. Na egu omo repair ships ene you know. Na egu omo prepare partners ewo Nigeria. Sanka omumra may take over that your friend is a sector. As I speak to you, they have not just started operating, they have started 3 shift system.
In
Fenipa, especially welders. First, say ship, ebe dokia, they have only 2 your friend is rooms. They have a technical name for it. They have 3 rooms. They can only repair only 2 ships at a time. Sometimes, depending on the workload, they can work on 1 ship for a month. As I speak to you,
the
3rd gate, which was closed, has been opened.
Okay.
So they do 3 ships at a time. apart from 3 ships so on repair at a time they have started 24-hour economy. A ship that needs to open for a friend is a repair work of a month is now doing 2 weeks. First,
I'm going to transfer by 2 weeks.
Transfer by 2 weeks. First, a ship eba Ghana. Now our problem either so be called Nigeria, aqua any maintenance and repairs, and now so be called Ivory Coast. And then traffic has moved back to Ghana because the time duration is short because of 24-hour economy. DVLA, omo branches are starting 24-hour operations.
Okay.
A typical one is the one at Adenta. Go there at 12 midnight. Naka say pay any services that DVLA will render to you, and it is available for you to enjoy. Gold refinery for the first time. Nanka your gold in Yinako Abrochiri Eco Refinery. And then gold refinery in Ghana. It has not just come, but it is operating 24 hours. And in fact, the gold board has even promised they are going to add up more tonnage of gold for them to produce. And as the president said, by 2030, nothing, no mineral in Ghana will leave Ghana without it being processed here in Ghana.
Okay.
And that is a good one that we have launched. So nothing will leave Ghana in its raw state. And this 24-hour economy, because gold board gold now started to say increase the capacity of this gold refinery will mean say other refineries must come to Ghana, and we have made land available for them. And because it is gold, must be at the prime area, and now it is at the airport, inside airport. We have extra space for other people. That's why I spoke about land acquisitions and all this. These rooms have been provided because we'll be to say gold refinery or Peace FM. The possibility is it will be attacked and all those things is high. That's why we have dedicated this prime security zones for those works. So this 24-hour economy is happening at various sectors and all that.
Okay.
But this main agenda of this authority is where I am saying, out of 4 out of the 5 enterprises, they want to adopt the shift system. I say we have contacted 412 enterprises.
412.
And 80%, that is 4 out of 5, they are ready to start with the shift system. And this is where the engineering and then engineering and then incentivization, that is what the authority is doing. In fact, 41 enterprises that were 33,725 current jobs.
Okay.
These are some of the companies and their capacity. So even without the shift system, and we are not saying if they start the shift system right now, they are going to start with the 3 systems. They can start with 2 and later maximize to 3.
Okay.
Then again, we are looking at off-takers. That is where ECA stimulate
demand.
The demand. It is also because we are looking at export of these commodities. Yes, local production. This cocoa crisis. The good news that the president has also said, NSA, Barbers producing 50% of our beans. We are coming to add value to it. And adding value to it, will simply mean cocoa beans amanone at its raw state. And when the MPP for your friends attack on cocoa na the enemy kakra.
Attack on cocoa?
Attack on cocoa farmers and like we not treating cocoa farmers well, yakakra, because they are going to eat a very humble pie now. The moment John Dramani Mahama announced 50% of our cocoa will be produced in Ghana, and we have the capacity for it. At a point in time, because ye cocoa is here, they have to go to Nigeria, Benin, Togo to go and look for beans to produce here in Ghana. And then prime, yeja ediama Ghana for say, and then you be aka. The economy is so strong. Say, yanka say to me, ye bottom sika, ye account musika, editria cocoa farmers. Cocoa, as John Mahama said that, Ivory Coast has also announced, say 50% of their cocoa is also not going to go raw. And you know how it is going to mean both of us, yani Cote d'Ivoire, and you produces 70% of the world cocoa. So if there's shortage in demand out there, the factories will either chase us here in Africa, or the prices will start shooting. And as we said, the cocoa farmer will get 70%, though this time around, you're more 90% because of the crisis now. You will not buy some pay profits via a woman. 90%. But as we said earlier, 70% of that cocoa FOB, cocoa farmers. If next season, abrofo cocoa beans and toa, the demand will rise, the price will rise, and cocoa farmer will be the number one beneficiary. That is where MPP will not have anything more to say. Brakwame, let me add something because this thing is job driven. Yeah, from 92, the GDP of Ghana has been rising. But Oshe map here, while GDP grows each year, employment rate is on the downtrend. It's because your economy import driven. We don't do anything here. We can't expand. We can't employ. We can't do much. That is our number one problem that we want this 133 to, your friend is saying, to work around.
Okay.
To create that employment. Egypt was built along River Nile. A great production and all that. What this 24-hour authority is also championing, the reason why Kwame Nkrumah built the dam was not just for electricity, but for economic activity. And then, many will say, Volta River Authority is building vessels.
VRA. They are building what?
Vessels.
Vessels, bay.
Ebe Rane Akosomo Dam to Impakadan.
Okay.
Then the rail from Tema to Akosomo. So it is a multimodal system that we are going to do industrial parks around the Volta Lake. One, it is stimulating agriculture because every factory, and you see, jute sacks, Yeduya cocoa in Ghana for over 80 years. We still import jute sacks in Ghana. Through 24-hour economy, you're importing, your friend is saying, Nkrumah na Yeduya ediye jute. So, from next year, and it takes 3 months to grow. Udia within 3 months. So, we are planting the factories around those areas where the farm is. And jute, according to history, jute was being planted here and produced here under Kwame Nkrumah's era.
That's in your jute factory.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So they have, that is why this authority is important. Instead of Nkobeka say, stimulating growth through money in people's pockets. We are rather stimulating the agric process because you cannot plant a factory and leave it without having 24-hour cultivation. That is why Pualugu is also very important to the things that we are doing. Let me again go to a slide and let you know what the 24-hour is doing.
Ago, say me time yaso.
Me ba brakwa me. Me man nso ntem sa.
Because they say why almost 20. Say mama almost 20 minutes so.
Okay.
Eti pacho ya na bono pona me.
I am doing some spotlights for you on, and these things are going to happen this year. It is an action plan. 24-hour operation spotlight. Launch of Legon Pharmaceutical Innovation Park.
Legon Pharmaceutical.
Yes.
Geriatric clinic 24-hour economy.
Launch of this year. We are launching Air Cargo Hub. Air Cargo Hub. We are launching no collateral credit guarantee. Senebeya farmers yebe momo credit guarantee through a buying any banks. Senebeya umbetumi akwakoye omunjuma. Launch of Volta Lake Transport System. VRA has taken the lead.
I said Volta Lake Transport order.
We are relaunching it because Volta Lake so obesha yede far enema from a short distance from Volta region from Oti na odi across e dey call your friend is saying I've forgotten Dambai any Afram plains those are where those operations are. This time round, apart from the bridge this year new vessels are airbound. It is now going to peak from where the railway line ends. Senebeya production started along the Volta Lake. Those vessels will carry all these things through the friends water to the rail station.
Just a pontoon.
Now ediama rails na and also ediaba tema. That's the modal system that we are doing. And then also so launching this year. Though Volta River Authority has taken the lead to do all these things. Then we are also going to launch oil palm park. Because most factories they need this oil palm plantations to feed those industries. And one thing that they said when they met these engineers and all that, they said that machines don't breathe. They just need technicians and lubrications. It is cheaper for your factories to run 24 hours. Are the lubrications right there? See how they
It is cheaper for your machines to run 24 hours.
Hours when you have technical brains and you are lubricating the machine to run 24.
My time is well lubricated now at 20 minutes past 10.
Then we are also launching.
So that's your last launch.
North Shore Park. Then Volubator Agro-Ecological Park.
Volubator Agro-Ecological Park. So let break left me now. If 24 now there.
So this 24-hour economy will be running in parks, so that one like our industrial park, you can have about 30 to 40. Your friend is saying industries operating in one park. So these are some of the things that we have put in place to ensure that 24-hour works. And by the launch of these things, one, you realize that our agro industries are going to, your friend is saying, our farmers are going to benefit, and through industrialization, unemployment rate is going to come down and all that.
Okay.
There's a lot that we have laid down for the people.
We await
with this.
We await
our economy.
Quick comments.
I pray, we'll spend all our time on this one. So when we come back to I will show some few things.
And then the person make a cocoa and make 25. Just quick ones. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, we don't do 70, we do about 60.
No, we do 69, 70.
Well,
depending on the years.
And you know, average is about between 60 and 67, depending on the year. 70.
Yes, I appreciate that, but we, for the past 10 years, we have always contributed above 65%.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, I'll leave it there. And then already, you know, you say we cocoa no. Yeah, you have between 42 and 45% already. Our Ghana. Are you aware of that?
Yes, but we don't give our beans to them. That's why I said that. Sometimes when you only could see our produce enya.
Okay.
So they go to Togo, Benin, Nigeria to buy this and produce
to process it. Okay,
yes.
Right. And now can I say a Tema shipyard and dry dock?
Tema shipyard and dry dock.
Not shippers council.
Yeah.